Welcome to Beaver Stadium, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, one of the largest crowds in college football assembled here. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the third-ranked team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kick this away to start us off. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down here for this offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and of course Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's inside the 15. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Gonna run it. It's Sampson. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
You know, Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Setting the tone early on offense. They will try to add the lead down with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open score. He sends it, kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Gets the first and still running. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
When the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Longhorns pick up enough yardage to get a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Got space, looking to score. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Penn State offense Lions comes back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moved right down the field for a touchdown. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. And that'll pick up a 1st down out of the 37.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. It's a shotgun run call. Fighting him off. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Here we go.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Nice grab. It's Sampson. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
The Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Their 1st-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're 1st and goal.
Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Got it.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack.
3:25.
Out the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So a tough 3rd and long on the 10th play of the drive. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
The field goal is good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackled at the 12. Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Has the first, still on the move. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
Quarterback keeps the football. Got a lane. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
Longhorns looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. But they'll try to add to the lead now in the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. Receiver in motion now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Using his legs on the scramble. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down in great scoring position. And the Nittany Lions will line up on 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking right, this one caught. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Here's the point after attempt. The PAT puts him up 3. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. across the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. And he drops back in the gun. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, drops back. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Number 0 with the catch in the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4.
That makes the score. Texas 21, Penn State 17.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. He was successful with his last kick. This one, though, from 46 yards away. And that one's straight down the middle. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Important third down attempt for this offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. Fights off a defender. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
I mean, that's as safe a call as you can make, right? Just have that quarterback get behind that big offensive line and push. He wasn't able to get past the line that they needed for the first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him. But great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there. A new set of downs after that completion. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Now the try for the two-point conversion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's got it. So the two-point try is successful, and they build the lead even further. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Going to be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Here comes a handoff. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff. It's Sampson. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
Short pass finds the tight end. Unleashes the stiff arm. Gets past the tackler into open space now. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Breaks free. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to scramble. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Tackle made after a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Looking to throw now on first down. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Love the call here by the defensive coordinator to be able to call this linebacker blitz to come up with a sack. And over the years, Penn State blitzes these backers and are more effective than maybe any school in the country.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's escaping the pocket now.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter.
The end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas 29, Penn State 27.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Back in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. The Longhorns are looking to keep this drive going. Down pass attempt. Looking for his big tight end, who makes the grab. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. On a huge hit there, you have to expect him to see the ball come loose, but a great job to hang on to.
Boy, great concentration by the tight end to be able to come up with that catch, but the defense showing how physical they are. When that tight end gets his hands on the ball, they are going to lower the boom.
It's second down after that completion. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
This drive has already taken more than 3 minutes off the clock as they come up on second down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Longhorns come up to the line in the hurry-up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now. Longhorns come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
2nd and long, but you figure they'll run the ball here to work the clock. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Defense is coming after him. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. He knocks this one right through.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the kickoff will be returned. Breaking through defenders. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. The shotgun running play call. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's long. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. The offense really clicking here. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. The pass rush closing in. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going. The Nittany Lions will come to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds his man. It's Sampson. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. 2nd down. We're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Tackle made quickly at the 11, but the offense in the red zone now. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Touchdown, Penn State, to claim the lead here in the final minute. The offense will set up now for the two-point conversion, trying to extend the lead to 3 points. The pre-snap motion from the offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's caught for a two-point conversion. So the lead is now 3 here in the final stages. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Offense getting set here, needing some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock winding down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Chris, this is it. Last shot here. Let's see if anybody can come up with a miracle play.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. Breaks loose at the 40. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense. Well, a really entertaining game. It came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.